Today, on the No No Show, I'm welcoming a very special guest, choreographer, entrepreneur, and longtime fan, favorite from Dancing with the Stars, Louis Van Amstel. Many of you know Louis from lighting up the dance floor for 11 seasons, where his artistry, discipline, and heart made him one of the most respected professionals in the show's history. But what happens after the Mirror Ball trophy moments? Louis and I actually share something special. We were both born in the Netherlands, and I first met him in 2017 in Redwood City at the grand opening of his dance fitness program, LaBlast. Since then, he has continued building a movement that makes ballroom accessible and joyful for everyone. Today, we'll talk about his early commitment to dance, what brought him to the United States, his experience on Dancing with the Stars, and how fatherhood and family have shaped his life in profound ways. Welcome, Louis. It is nice to see you again. Thank you for taking the time to be on my show. Welcome, Louis.
Thank you for having me, Nicole.
You're welcome. It's really nice to see you again.
Nice. Yes, likewise. And it's been a few years
Yes, it has
since
been.
I've seen you. Wasn't it at the luncheon that we met for the first time? Where did we meet for the first time?
We met at the YMCA.
Oh, that was the LaBlast class.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember. Yep. Awesome.
Let's start with the first question. You and I have something in common. We were both born in the Netherlands. What do you most miss about living there?
Wait, you're from Holland?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And do you speak Dutch?
Klein beetje.
Klein beetje, a small bit. Great. Awesome. What do I miss? Well, I was born and raised in Amsterdam, and I miss that city. But I'm going back there in May for a whole week, so I'm going to enjoy. The biggest thing I miss about Holland, the Netherlands, is bitterballen. Have you ever had bitterballen?
No.
They're the round balls, and they are meat, veal meat in particular, and they're crunchy because you fry them, and I love them. Or the croquettes, they're rectangular. Either bitterballen or kalfsvlees croquetten. Those are the ones I miss the most.
Yummy.
Yummy, right? Now, here you can hear me, but you can't see me. You know, another thing that
What?
I do not have to miss are these. This could not be more Dutch. And these are chocolate sprinklers. I love them. Hagelslag. Love these. I don't have to miss them because my mom brings them with her when she comes back every 6 months. Shh, don't tell anyone.
I should try it too.
These are the best.
Awesome. What I miss from the Netherlands. I miss the culture. I miss just how it's different than the US. The vibe of just eating and just going around and walking around town and looking at the historic sites.
They sure have history, hundreds of years history. So you've been to Amsterdam?
Yes, I love the Anne Frank house.
Yes, I was just going to ask, have you been there? Because I am going again in May. Isn't it funny? I went to the Anne Frank house when I was an American citizen being a tourist in the city I grew up in, but I had never been to the Anne Frank house when I actually lived there. Isn't that funny?
That's, no, that's not funny. I like that.
I was an American tourist in my own city. Yep.
That's cool. What made you decide to be a ballroom dancer?
What made me decide? Well, the decision was made for me. My mother and her parents, my grandparents, always danced. And my grandparents were actually competitive ballroom dancers. And they thought when I was 10 years old that it was good for me to learn how to dance. So I can say yes if someone asks me to dance, I can say yes. But more importantly, I can ask someone to dance, and it's just part of etiquette and good manners if you can dance. So, and then probably a few years in, I realized that, okay, they decided for me, but I liked it. And apparently I was good at it. So I decided it's going to become my profession, my career. And now I am old and I still dance.
Thank you for letting me know your story a little bit more.
Thank you. I love to dance, and always done other forms of dance as well. I did ballet, I did jazz, I did tap, contemporary, flamenco. I love flamenco, but my career was always ballroom dancing.
I usually don't like to dance that much, but when I first started LaBlast, like I was excited to see you, and I really enjoyed learning ballroom with you.
Great. So, did I just hear you say you don't like dance too much?
Not a lot.
Dang it! Dang it! So,
I
what
like I
what is
like to
it?
dance. I like to dance to good music. Put it that way.
Okay, well, you're right. I do. I don't like dancing to music I don't like.
Mhm.
But luckily, with the blast, we can choose what music we dance to.
Mhm. The next question is, was your childhood filled with dance classes and rehearsals?
When I grew up,
Yeah, in your childhood.
when I was 10, my parents, my whole family, we would like to go camping an entire summer. So we had a caravan with a tent in front of it, and we would be there for 6 weeks in a row. And during that time, the summer projects, there was summer dancing and that was jazz. And then I kept doing jazz dance and ballet. And then I also started ballroom dancing. So I was literally dancing 3, 4 times a week when I was 10. And then it became 4 days a week. And then when I started competing, it was pretty much 5 days a week and doing competitions on the weekend. Was a lot of dancing. And to a point where I sometimes wondered, is this what I want to do? It's a lot because I couldn't go out with my friends or couldn't go to the movie or because I was practicing. I was practicing to become a champion. It's a lot, but I'm glad I did it. How many times a week do you dance?
Not much.
Not much. We have to change that.
In the late 90s, you moved to the US. Why?
Boom, you are straight to the point, aren't you? I love it.
Thank
Um,
you.
so that was in 1997. I was in the middle of my ballroom dance career, and I was in New York, and I love, love, love Broadway. I love theater. I love musicals. So I've seen many over the years, and I flew back to my home country, Amsterdam, Netherlands, and I didn't want to leave New York. And then I realized I would like to do Broadway. So I came home and I decided to tell all my friends, my family, that I am going to move to the United States because I want to do Broadway. I did all forms of dance. I had started taking voice lessons. I've always loved acting. And then I was. So here's the did it actually happen? Not right away. So I moved to the United States, to New York City. I did one audition for Saturday Night Fever, which is a musical that was produced that year. And I walked away from that rehearsal, that audition, and I realized this is not what I want to do. Not because of the singing or dancing or acting, but I don't like politics. And there was a lot of politics. Everyone knew each other, director. It's so not important, but I decided it just wasn't for me. So here, talking about making a decision, impulsive, I am going to leave my country to move to the United States for Broadway, but I'm not doing Broadway. Well, here you go. So now I was in New York City and I just started teaching ballroom dancing. And then this Dancing with the Stars on TV happened a few years later. And there was my reason for staying in the United States.
That's so cool.
I know, long story.
What's your favorite Broadway show of all time?
Oh, my favorite. Well, Jekyll and Hyde.
That's cool.
Jekyll and Hyde. But the reason for that is, besides I love Linda Eder, I love Christine Knoll. They're all at that time, they were huge Broadway stars. And the music, the acting, the show. But why I remember it as my favorite one, it was also the very first one that I saw after I moved to New York City and left my country. So that one was very special.
I'm glad. How did your involvement with Dancing with the Stars come about?
Okay, well, that's interesting. A little backstory, short. Dancing with the Stars did not start in the United States. It actually started in England a few years before it started here in the United States. Um, I'm from Holland. My dance partner was British, and we did the original version of Dancing with the Stars in England. So when they knew they were going to start the show in the United States, the producing company, the BBC, they asked the British dancers from Dancing with the Stars in England if they knew anyone in the United States. So in February of 2005, I got a phone call from a producer in England for the BBC if I was interested to join this new show they were going to test out on ABC. They weren't sure if it was going to be successful, but was I willing to participate? And I did not hesitate. I said yes right away. And 5 months later, we were on TV with that little show called Dancing with the Stars. And now we are 20 years later, and the show is still on TV.
What was your very first partner?
My very first partner was Trista Sutter. She was the very first bachelorette. And when she chose her fiance, Ryan Sutter, their wedding was actually filmed and broadcasted on ABC. And they are still happily married. Many years later, they have two wonderful children. And I love Trista. She's a sweetheart.
Can you tell us about your experience on the show?
It is a wonderful experience to be a professional dancer that can show their skill on national TV with ballroom dancing. And what I love about this show is that every season we all get a different celebrity that are different personality, different ability. Some have dance experience, some have no experience. Some are really opinionated, and some are very quiet. And I like the fact that every woman, every celebrity that I have had is so different. I really like it. And what I love the most is when I get a celebrity that has very little to no dance experience. I believe Dancing with the Stars is about taking people that have no dance experience and teach them how to dance. And every week they become a little bit better and they can still make the final. Kelly Osbourne, who was my partner in season 9, no dance experience. She made it all the way to the final. So I love it when celebrities have no dance experience. Such a great show for everyone to watch.
Mhm. While it looks like so much fun, was it also tiring?
Yes, it's very tiring, and sometimes not even physically, but mentally, because you have a camera on you every minute of the day you are rehearsing. So you have to really be mindful what you say, what you do. And of course, when you have a celebrity with very little dance experience, you have to be patient and you have to repeat many, many times. And that can be tiring. But, and I have had so many positive experiences. If the celebrity or the dance partner is willing to work hard, it's worth getting tired because every week you make it to the next week, to the next week, and you make it to the semifinal, you make it to the final, and you work hard, it is worth getting tired. But yes, it's no stroll in the park. It's hard work, yes, but it's worth it. Would you like to do Dance with the Stars?
Yes.
Well, have you tried
No.
to get in?
No. Never.
Well, so I read a little bit about you, and you've broken some barriers, and you've talked to some really important people. So if you really want it, well, maybe we should try and make that happen.
Maybe with you.
Oh, with me? Well, I would not say no.
You returned to the 20th anniversary of Dancing with the Stars. It was a great season. How was that for you?
So I didn't participate as a professional dancer with a celebrity, but I was part of that season to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Dancing with the Stars. And early we talked about in 2005, I was the first professional they called to be part of the show. It was really nice that the producers asked 6 of us from season 1 to join and perform. And that was such a wonderful experience. To see my colleagues from season 1, and some of them I hadn't seen since season 1. So it was really special. It was one for the books, and I will never, ever forget that experience.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Do you think the show has increased the interest in dance for people?
Absolutely. Yes. Capital letters. Yes. It has given so many opportunities to all of us professionals. I built LaBlast, which is now nationwide. We have hundreds of instructors teaching LaBlast, which is ballroom dancing, partner-free fitness. Many of my colleagues have started brands, makeup brands, or tanning brands, or alcohol beverage brands or dance studios. It really has given all of us great opportunities. And I believe many, many generations, younger, middle aged, and older, have started dancing because of Dancing with the Stars. And I love it. Dance is the best form of exercise. Dance is the best hobby later in life as a hobby with husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend. Whoever wants to dance, ballroom dancing is such a great way as a hobby and therapy. It's a great way to process feelings you don't want to have. Well, then let's do some paso doble and we get rid of all these bad feelings. Or you want to just be sexy and do rumba. So, in watching the show, what's your favorite dance?
The sexy ones.
Why am I not surprised? So, you like the rumba
Mm-hmm.
and the cha cha and the samba? We're on the same page. We're best friends now.
I love it. Shifting to your family. How is your family doing?
My family is doing great. We don't have a big family, but the family members that we have, we are doing great. My son Daniel, he is in junior in high school. Next year, he will graduate as an 18-year-old, and he is doing good. He's a teenager, if that means anything to you.
Yep.
So that comes with, of course, um, he's a teenager. That's all we need to
Mm-hmm.
say. Also, my mom from Holland, she lived with us most of the time.
There's a lot of good help right there.
Very, yes, it's fun. It's good. Of course, there are struggles. Sometimes we have, you know, issues, but then we talk about it and all is good. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. You and I met in 2017 in Redwood City, where you were promoting your business, LaBlast. Tell us about it.
So I remember that YMCA, and that was a wonderful class. A lot of people came. I actually started LaBlast 16 years ago, and that was after my season with Kelly Osbourne. I had such a special season with her, and she learned to dance. She lost a lot of weight. It was healing. Dance can be healing for a lot of people. And I wanted to put that in a bottle and create a format so that we can share it with the world so that everyone can do ballroom dancing partner free because many times husbands or boyfriends don't want to dance, but the ladies do want to dance. So in January of 2010, I started LaBlast, and now we're 16 years in, and we have hundreds of instructors. We have thousands of members at dance studios, at YMCAs, Jewish community centers, city run community centers. Anywhere there is dance fitness, there is LaBlast. And we are still growing. We're still in the beginning. But I love the fact that you can dance and at the same time you can work out and all in 50 minutes. And what I find really important is music. Music has to be diverse so it can reach a lot of people because not everyone likes one genre. Many people like different music. So we do pop, R&B, we do sometimes jazz, classical music, but a lot of pop music, Latin music. We do all genre, even country music. We do it all. We do golden oldies and we do brand new what's on the radio right now. And I love the fact that we are growing and growing and growing.
That's good.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Do you have to know anything about ballroom dancing to take a class?
If you want to learn how to ballroom dance, you don't have to first learn how to ballroom dance. before you come to a LaBlast class because you can learn it when you come to LaBlast.
I'd like to know, how did you get the chance to choreograph on Hannah Montana and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. And I had a great time on both. And particularly the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, because I wasn't only choreographing, but while choreographing, the producers actually asked if I also wanted to be in a scene. No lines, but just dancing. So my colleague Ashley Del Grosso and Cheryl Burke were both on the show. And to meet the twins, that was great. That was great. It was really great. Do you like the twins? Did you like them?
I watched them when I was younger. The Sweet Life of
Yeah,
Zack and Cody and Hannah Montana both.
yeah, yeah. I love Miley Cyrus. I met her actually because Miley Cyrus is the actress that played Hannah Montana. I didn't meet Miley Cyrus on the set of Hannah Montana, but I met her because Kelly Osbourne and Miley Cyrus are very close friends. So I met Miley years after Hannah Montana. But I love doing those shows.
I'm
It was
glad.
great.
That's
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Don't blink. You might miss the rapid fire questions. Ready, set, go. These are called rapid fire questions, and you answer them pretty quick.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
If you were not doing the career, what other career would you choose?
Pilot in the Air Force.
Where was your favorite place you traveled to?
Florence, Tuscany, Italy.
Who has influenced your life?
My coach, Ruud Vermey, my dance coach.
What's your favorite type of food?
Italian.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Louie. It was so good to see you, and I wish you most success in your future.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And thank you for having me on your show. And please keep doing what you're doing. This is amazing. You are a natural and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for me?
Can we get you to dance more?
I can try.
No, we don't try. We just do.
Okay.